technically these chips are my dinner because I had fucking ramen for lunch because that's all they sold. And chips for dinner. Hopefully give me some salt and then I'll have some water and hydrate me. I did have a beer on stream the other day. I think I might get some more beers tomorrow. I sort of want to keep these beers and have them on a special occasion, like the Australian like memorial beers, but we'll see. You know, technically these are your chips because your donations bought these chips. Sean, thank you very, very much, mate, for the donation on PayPal. I'll buy another bag of chips with that. Maybe a couple of bags. It was very, very good. Thank you, brother. Dude, MREs are fine. I've never had any problem with MREs. MREs are only bad after like a month of eating them. Then you shit. Well, once you've eaten like MREs for like weeks and then you have a fresh meal, oh baby, it's steaming. It is interesting, even after those huge barrages that, you know, Hamas can still release those rockets. That just points at how effective those tunnel systems really are. Calvin, what's up, Big Willie? What's up, Big Calvin? Just watching a war unfold, brother. Wonder if foxes like chips. Thank you, Matthias and Rhonda for the PayPal. You guys are amazing. Barb, either right now or registered nurse. Thank you. Barb RN. Buy a Nikon camel, bro. Nikon, literally 5 years behind every other brand. Sorry, maybe not photography, but video. Fish and chips and mushy peas. Yeah, that's awesome. Very British, but awesome. Yes, you are hearing munching of chips. So I wonder if they've dropped JDAMs. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I did fill up my tyre. Thank God it didn't have a leak. I just needed some air. But yeah, we can hear some planes in the background too. Can I put this equipment use inscription? Sure. Would you call yourself an adrenaline junkie? No, I used to be when I was younger, like late teens, early 20s, absolutely, but now not anymore. How do I think they'll do the south after the north? Fucking no idea. Well, I don't know how these operations actually going to take place, especially after that. Especially after the movement in the north operation, however that goes. We don't know how successful that will be either. What types of aircraft? Jay Parry asked what type of aircraft. Bro, my whole time here, I've been looking for him, haven't seen a single aircraft too high, too fast. But yeah, we're guessing F-16s. That's what we're guessing. They're the cheapest to use in the Israeli, in their armory. That'll do. They're the cheapest to use. And yes, there's a man-pad threat, but you know, there's no reason to fly like their F-35s. Sirens in Ashkelon, Ashdod. Okay. That's where I'll be sleeping tonight. Am I next to the Fox News guys? Yes. And Kimo, thank you for the beer money. Yeah, someone makes a good point. The F-35s will be in reserve for more of a near-peer member. Iran, Lebanon, Syria, something like that. Especially if in Syria, you're going to then have the Russian jets in the air too. Which the Ukraine war has given everyone a false idea of the capability of Russia's air force. Yes, it's not as powerful as people would have thought, but it's not this backyard fucking Cessna with a bomb attached to it. It's definitely not that either. It's still very powerful. A lot more distance strikes. Ooh, engagement in the air too. I'm guessing that was engagement of Iron Dome, but it seems like it was in a very weird place of where that actually engaged. Rocket impacts in Ashdod. Interesting. F-35 v J-20. F-35, like in a dogfight with guns, J-20 probably kicks its ass, but the F-35 is so interoperable with other systems, and there's so many more of them to collect data, things like this, so probably that. But like, gun on gun, F-35 is fucking terrible. But that's not what it's about. It's about a few hundred kilometres away, missile tech, wingman tech, and then hit things from there. And operable with other elements as well. That's probably the main thing, is the interoperability with troops, air, naval. Yeah, for sure. Let me. Yeah, no, you can hold it. I'll just swing it right around. Sure. Yeah. Tabs, thank you. We're still a good couple of Ks out. Don't worry about that. Oh, we're at 5,000. Nice. Yeah, 35 is very loud. $148. We have really picked up some subs in here, eh? Fucking hell. Someone asked me news right. No, I'm looking over California at the moment. And this is actually a quiet night for California. Thank you, Shelley, Patrick, and John on PayPal. You guys are unbelievable. You're making this actually happen. No, I've seen no clusters. There's a few different types, and I'm unsure they are either. Almost at 150. That's a celebration. At 150k, I'll have a beer, eh? So from the border, we're probably a kilometre-ish, maybe under. We're not really sure. But from the strikes, we're 5-6 k's. Oh, I'm feeling a lot better after having some salt and some water. Oof. Someone else just got up. Well, good morning. Is this live? Yes. Yes, it is live. Live stream, California, downtown. People stealing shit. When's my next scan? I don't know. It was meant to be on the 30th, which is, I don't know when what date it's today, the 28th. So it was meant to be on Monday. Actually, no, the results was meant to be on Monday. The scan, I think, was the 26th or something. But I've cancelled both of those and waiting around here. And I'll get it when I get back. It's got a lot more hazy. I think from those massive strikes we saw 10-15 minutes ago, it's starting to roll this way slowly, and it's very, very hazy where we're looking out. Yeah, nothing like peaceful protesters breaking down a Walmart. The craziness of 2020 and 2021, hey? When the world went fucking mad. When do I sleep? I sleep through the day. So last night I got home at 3 or 4 a.m, something like that. And then I slept in. I got a good night's sleep though last night, which was a first. And then I'll sleep through the day, edit when I wake up, and then go from there. Station to hotel. I've got an Airbnb actually. Hotels are very expensive. So I've an Airbnb for cheap, and I'm hanging out there. But he's got great internet. Darcy Kins, thank you for your compassionate, balanced coverage of the war. Stay safe. Be well as you go forward. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Got you up early on a Sunday. Sorry, Ricky. So who are you voting for? Let's do this. Let's get some politics in here. Who are you voting for? Trump or fucking Biden? Dabru, thank you for your great work. Really awesome community. Also, I think the community here is fantastic. Yeah, I reckon you'll keep live streaming for ground invasion. Yeah, absolutely I will. I'll live stream as much as I can. I've got a song stuck in my fucking head. I've got a James Blunt stuck in my head. Jesus Christ. Everyone's voting. There's more for Trump. But Ned's killing it now. Jesus. Okay, it's going crazy. Stop it. Jack Miller. Is you meaning the motorbike rider? Hell yeah, I back that. Kathy, please be safe. You're in a dangerous place in California right now. Wish you all the best. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. You know, I'm actually going to do that this time next year, or whenever the elections are. Yeah, the federal election in, presidential election, sorry, in America. I'm going over there and I'm fucking live streaming. Whenever they bring out the result, I'm going to go to Washington. I'm going to sit there and just live stream. So I think that would be fucking wild. Do you want to see that? Wow. That was huge. Thank you, KSR Wheels and Mailer, for the PayPal. You guys are amazing. Cheers. Keeping me going. Shouldn't you have been on a plane today? No, I should have landed today. I should have been on the plane yesterday. I should have been in bed with Lil right now. It would almost be waking up actually back in Australia. But 'tis not to be. I've stayed so I can spend more time with you legends. Mailer here. Cheers. No, thank you, Mailer. No, she's not annoyed that I stayed at all. She misses me, but she knows I want to do this stuff. No, she definitely does not watch the stream. Can you smell the munitions? Yeah, absolutely you can. Can you guys drop when that massive explosion was, what time it was, just so I can go back and have a look, and anyone else can go back and have a look? Did I expect so many people to vote for Trump? Yeah, probably. Thank you, Mailer. Appreciate your message. Even if you don't see eye to eye, I really appreciate your support. This is the thing: is you've sort of got you've either got the Biden or the Trump, and fucking hell, who do you vote for? Could you really vote for Biden? Look, he can barely talk, he can barely walk. Like, even if you hate Trump, who's the next option? Maybe RFK? But people hate RFK. Like, I don't know. Like, to think those are the two options, the leader of the free world. Wow. Like, fuck, I'd put myself above them, and no one's voting Willie. I'd much rather interview, if I were to interview any president, it would be Putin, because that'd be wild. A lot of bangs. Sorry, man. Well, that was wild. Sometimes do you feel it? Yes. Yeah, we've got a lot of black smoke rising up there also now. Lucky for you guys, I had my big camera on also. That got fucking crazy for a second. Anyone who's just joining, go back a few minutes and watch. That was the biggest strikes we've seen this entire, the entire war. At least that I've seen. Why don't Palestine rallies ever say free Palestine from Hamas? Exactly. If they said that, I'd be fucking marching along. What's the timestamp? Probably 2 or 3 minutes back. I'm sorry I don't have it, but it'd be 2 or 3 minutes ago. Definitely put my fingers in my ears for a second. Trying to break up something there. That exact spot. Maybe trying to get in through the tunnel or something. apparently there are consequences for and pillaging countries, women and children. Pretty much. Yes, DD Cyprus is all good, don't worry about that. Those strikes have been huge. They're the biggest we've seen this entire conflict. What did I miss? Tom, go back 5 or 6, I'll probably go back 10 minutes. You'll see some wild shit. Remember, ladettes, if you want to support this stream, the PayPal link in the description or the super chat feature helps me stay here, helps me keep safe and get a good feed. Thank you, Michael. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, you're hearing small arms. She's 74. Thank you from SA. Cheers. Vivi for the shekel. Thank you very much. I'm back. Cindy, thank you very much. That's incredible. You've made my night. Thank you, Cindy, for the PayPal donation. That is amazing. There's a hell, as you can hear, a hell of a lot going in. Currently, I don't know if there's been more movement by land troops in, but we are hearing more small arms also. I come from Bulgaria. Thank you very much. I hope all is well in Bulgaria. So we are hearing a lot of machine gun fire also. So as well, Israeli Defense Force has just put up that in response to 3 rocket launches from Lebanon, the IDF is currently striking Hezbollah terrorist targets in Lebanon. As we know, that will continue as the pressure increases and everything mounts here as well. But the sheer amount of artillery currently is huge. Biggest we've heard, those strikes, and I think the biggest ones we've seen. 150 away, 150 likes away. So if you haven't liked it, hit like. Hit like. Okay, more machine gun fire. It was about this time last night we did hear that machine gun fire kick up, and that's when they moved in as well. So we could be, I'm just speculating, could be hearing more movement into Gaza as well. Someone asked me about how's the mainstream media treating you. They mainly just ignore independents. Like the mainstream, just not good, not bad, just ignore independents. But like Trey from Fox has been amazing. He's fantastic, wonderful guy, really lovely. I'm very glad that I stayed. Seeing history unfold and being able to share it and watch it with you guys. And more small arms engagements. So it does seem. Oh, we're back. Rick, Mega Willie. Yeah, a lot of that is 155, but also air stuff as well. Kevin bloody Wilson, hey? Fuck yeah, I'll take that. This is not indiscriminate fire. This is all hitting in like one spot. Golden Reed says, sorry for a quick question. How does barrage compare to your experience in Ukraine and Afghanistan? Afghan has nothing on this at all. Ukraine, actually similar to Ukraine, I guess. But of course, Ukraine, there's as much coming back as there is going in. Actually, more coming back as going in. Where here is all outgoing. It's all going into Gaza. Be safe, man. Thank you, Ray. Sorry, what was your name? Ray. Thank you, man. Are you broadcasting in person? Yes, I'm right here, watching this. Thank you, Willie. Not often a Scot will pay for refuge. Stay safe. Hard on you, personal journey. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Oot and the boot. Oot and the boot. Thank you, brother. Really appreciate that, mate. David says, is this the start of World War III? I don't believe so, but it could expand into something larger in the Middle East. Chuck B says, Paul, still there. You're a badass, bro. Jesus love you, brother. Thank you, Chuck B. All the best, bro. God bless. Do you think the start of World War II, two and two-thirds, potentially of a major war in Europe and a potential large war in the Middle East too? Thank you, Suzanne, Ronald, and Mark on PayPal. Thank you very much. Yeah, Trey's next to us. Trey and I were laughing last night about how you guys in his Twitter comments, like, I can hear you on Willie's stream. We're fucking laughing about that. Legends, remember, if you want to support me bringing these images, the best way is through the PayPal link below, or the Super Chat feature, and also the original stream is on the Willie OAM YouTube. Thank you very much. I'm just keeping quiet because I'm trying to film all this on my main camera too, and I don't want all my fucking talking in it. About 2.5 k's away from the points of impact. Yeah, about that. Maybe a bit further. Frankie, thank you. Definite increase in the small arms fly that we're hearing. So thank you, Rob and Mitchell on paper. You guys are incredible. Right, small arms has increased dramatically in the south of Israel, the north of Gaza. might be hearing another barrage starting now. Son of Hearn, thank you, brother. And thank you for the prayers to everyone. Big hits again, guys. Thank you, Muslin and David, for the PayPal. You guys are incredible. You guys are keeping me here. Thank you. You're making this content doable. If you like this content, if you want this to continue, the best way is by the PayPal link or the super chat feature. Keeps me here continuing to do these streams for you, and the streams will improve once I get some more equipment that will let me use my big Okay, I'm going to go for a piss. It's piss number 2, I think.
Are you tired of dealing with shaving cream? Exhausted by replacing beard with bandage? Fatigued with batteries that can't keep up?
I think the battery passed away.
Oh no!
Right, I'm back. It was good. And yes, I did wash my hands. Wet wipes, baby.
Live view of the Gaza. Real-time HD camera feeds from Gaza TTS.
Morning from Melbourne. Good morning, mate. What time is it in the old Melly? from Christine, Renicky, and Catherine. Thank you very much for your PayPal donations. That really helps me out. Thank you. Christopher Burns, thank you, brother. I hope you're well. We're still having more small arms. Ross Smith, thank you as well, brother.
Thank you.
Wow, we have ambient audio for sure, brother. Thank you very much. I'll put my helmet back on if you're wondering, but I'm still alive. So after that strike, we heard a heap of then small arms fire also. Thank you, Chris and Julia, for the PayPal. That is amazing. Yeah, that was all outgoing. The small arms is close. The situation has picked up a lot. Especially in the beginning of this stream, we were saying, oh, not much is happening, and then we're seeing the biggest strikes we've seen for a long time. Still safe, don't worry about that. Thank you, Glenn, for asking me to keep safe. Thank you, my friend. Right, so we're hearing incoming jets. Very close machine gun fire. Eat some chips while you're here, eh? Floyd Master, thank you. As well with that small arms, we're also hearing tank movement. What got me interested in this time of work? I don't really know. I think I was a bit lost after the military, and I was like, I want to do something similar to that, but privately and just do it myself. So instead of military contracting, I figured to do this. Right, we're hearing jets coming in. We may see more strikes now. Michael keeps asking me about $3,000 for Steve to use the stream. Is that a once-off? Is it this stream or is it all my streams? These are the sort of details we need to know. Right, so you can hear more tracked vehicle movement. Whoop. Stay safe, Willie wrote back. Thanks, N. Hemrick, mate. I appreciate that. There's no way you can put a drone up in the air right now. If I put a drone up, the odds of me getting fucking kicked out of the country would be about 5 seconds. And it's a stupid idea. I'm not meaning you aren't have a stupid idea, but for me to do it would be silly. Candace Rapond, thank you very much for your beautiful message on PayPal. I hope you're doing fantastically yourself. Thank you very much. So those new members here, maybe half an hour ago, we've had the biggest strikes we've seen through this whole war, and now dead in front of us, and now we're picking up with armoured movement and a lot of small arms fire as well. Flowmaster, stay safe, Willie. Would love to hang out sometime. USMC vet, Wyoming. Let's do it, bro. Yes, Starlink is going to get provided into Palestine, but only for the humanitarian, for UN and things like this. Hope you guys are well. If you're here, click like. It really helps get this out there. Helps us show the world what is happening. Incoming jets. If you're here too, if you haven't liked, like. If you, I know you haven't liked because not all of you, there's more viewers than likes, but also subscribe if you're here too. It really helps me out, and you'll get to know when the next one goes live. Because I go live intermittently. Like if something's happening, I click live. So it's not the same time every day. Thank you, William, as well. Steve, thanks for coming, Mini Willie. Marinus in Poland. Michael, hope that you're doing well. Can't believe we're at 4 hours and 40 minutes. We are pumping through tonight. We might even be able to break a record tonight. Where do I sign up for membership? I think next to subscribe is join, and I think you can join the channel that way. I think that's the way you do it. I could be wrong. I was seeing tank fire. Ingrid, thank you very much. Does seem as or more active than last night. Right now, at about the same, but some bigger bangs. Earlier tonight, definitely less active, but now, bigger bangs than last night, but about the same. Nate, thanks for popping my donation, Cherry. Enjoy the stream. Thank you, Nate, mate. Really appreciate that. Could a rogue missile hit you? Absolutely. Unlikely, but the most threat is a Hamas missile or ATGM. Alright, we hear jets coming in. So, I was going to say, well, we're seeing stuff coming in on the right. Is that afterburner that we see went down and back up? Very strange. thank you, Flowmaster. Yeah, everyone around me saying that was a jet. We saw come in, pointed nose down, must have strafed, and then directly back up in the air. Wild. Fucking Mavericks out here, boys. Imagine being one of those fucking pilots. That would be fucking crazy. We're seeing another jet, I believe, come in. Just joined. What's the latest, bro? There's an incredible amount of fucking airstrikes and artillery hitting as well. Got another jet on the right coming into screen. Oh, maybe not a jet, maybe a missile. Not my president says, I know it's an Australian thing, but please lose the F word. Fuck no. I'm in a war zone, don't tell me how to speak. It's Australia, but we swear. Sven, tell Rise to get. Maybe I was a bit harsh. I apologise. Brett, fucking hell, Brett. Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate it. Incredible donation. So glad you stayed. Great courage and commentary. Thank you, Brett. I really, really appreciate that. Cheers. That's insane. Helping me out a hell of a lot. Also, Jeffrey, Rebecca, David, and Gary for the PayPal. Thank you guys very, very much. I really appreciate that, as well as Gab Roy. Thanks for telling Mr. No to no bombs. Thank you, bro. Brett, massive win. W's for Brett. I reckon Brett did that last night too. Bloody hell, Brett. Brett's a bloody legend. On the joke stage, really, you know where to pull out if things get hairy, right? Yeah, I do. My pull-out game is strong, out of war zones as well. Daryl. Stay safe. Thank you, Robbo. Appreciate that, mate. Edible Ghost. I'm no Brett. But I have ramen. Thank you, bro. Big, small, anything. Any donation is very welcome and helps me out a hell of a lot. Mainly because I'm eating ramen. Maxine. PH UK. Thank you. More small arms fire. You can see it glow in the distance too of a fire. Looks like it's burning very rapidly. Let me zoom in on my big camera and I'll tell you what it looks like. Tank fire left to right. Tank fire right to left. So whatever that is burning incredibly hot. I can see it on the video here. It's crazy. It could be a tank on fire. Unsure. Nibu Pash says, hung out with Yuki last night. I'm more pro-Russian, but we can be friends. Breeze from Kharkiv. Thank you, mate. Hope you're doing well. We're seeing more tank fire crossing over left to right, right to left here too. S. Clark, thank you. That fire is getting larger. No, the rate of fire sounds too much, too quick for a 50 cal. So I'm guessing that is 762. Shane Farley, thank you for the donation, mate. Mitch, who would have thought we'd catch more live doing the work we need? Thank you, brother. Thank you, 1P mate. Appreciate that. Chris, appreciate your work. Stay safe. Get you a jar and a lemonade. Thank you, Chris. Thanks, Dave, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, all good. I know you guys want me to move slightly left, but I need to keep those lights on the right in so it maintains its focus. Apologies. Hopefully tomorrow, the next day, we'll have that fixed. Some breakfast money, beer money. Thank you. Stay safe from Yui. Alfred, thank you, brother. Really appreciate that. As well from Diane. Pommy. Thank you, Diane. I hope you do keep it well. Okay. Flare in the distance. Jordan, thank you, Jordan Levinson. that bloke talking, he's been babbling on for like 2 hours straight. I don't know what the fuck he could be talking about. How's the food? Pretty good. Not as good as I would have thought, but I haven't really gone to any nice places either, so I'm more eating like on the move because I'm so busy, but I'm sure we'll get some more nice stuff. Alright, more small arms. No, definitely not from Al Jazeera. I'm pretty sure they've been booted out of the country. Thank you, Pacific Coin Company on PayPal. Thank you very, very much. Has that section of Gaza been evacuated? Well, what we're looking into the north of Gaza for 3 weeks now. People in the north have been told to evacuate by many, many different means, even down to dropping flyers, videos, everything. But there are still many, many thousands of people in the north of Gaza, if not tens or hundreds of thousands, still remaining. And people have also moved back. We saw figures of 20 or 30,000 thrown that people that had gone to the south but then had moved back into the north. We are 6 likes away from 6,000. Who's going to be the 6,000th? 3 more away. Oh no, we've hit it. So guys, I was just stretching out. You can hear Trey. Yeah, Trey's voice carries like you wouldn't believe. It's awesome. Someone said it's 12 is usually nuts by now, but it's nothing. You must have not been in here too long, because before was fucking nuts. But it is after midnight now. It's 2 past, so we may see a pickup in what is happening. Getting a lot of tank fire. Strikes out to the left, large ones. No, this isn't smoke screen. I think it's just smoke off. I don't think they've been dropping smoke. I think it's just smoke from things burning. Trey's how I find Willie's channel. That's awesome. Thank you. Okay, more machine gun fire. William Kimbrell, thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. Alright, what's the next step? Can we get 7,000? Can we? Maybe, maybe not. We will see. So my phone is at 59%, so we've got plenty of time left. And I've got 2 lights still on my portable charger, but it only started on 3. Fox update, haven't seen him yet. Hopefully we'll see him soon. Kathy, is the left Israel and the right Hamas? So the far right is still Israel. The far left hill is Israel, but everything in front of us, if that makes sense, is Gaza. Of course, Gaza controlled by Hamas. Hearing choppers in the background, probably Apaches. Gee, Speller, thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. Thanks for appreciating my work. Does it get cold there like when I was in Afghan? No, it doesn't get cold here. Maybe it would in the winter time, but right now it's still hot. It's still like high 20s, I believe, and I'm sweating. Clark, thank you very much. Update on the chair situation. Still haven't got a chair. I've been standing now for 5 hours and 15 minutes. I need to get a chair. Portable fan, yeah, that's what I need. I need to go shopping. I need to get a chair, fan. I need to get a stream set up for my big camera. That's tomorrow's goal if I can do it. I need to go to Tel Aviv, see if I can get a battery. That's the problem. Power's the only problem. The only issue. If I get power, it's easy. I just need to be able to power my laptop and camera. If I can do that, we're good. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Maybe I could get an actual generator. Oh, they're probably loud, aren't they? How loud are small generators? Yeah, no, I need something then. Lithium. Need some lithium little battery. I'm gonna spend some of your donation money. So if you want me to do that, the best way to support me is PayPal, because I can draw the money instantly and then go buy something. Ethan, thank you very much. So I'm going to try and get one of those little generator, a little power thing that I can plug actually a camera into, and try that. This would be amazing through my big camera. It'll give you a whole new perspective. Because you remember, a phone camera's tiny compared to a professional cinema camera. Yeah, it'll give you a whole new fucking thing. I just don't know where I'm going to get one in Tel Aviv, but I'll reach out to some locals and see. War machine gun fire. Maybe even like a camping shop. Maybe they'll have something. How far is Tel Aviv? Look at Milwaukee cordless tool for generator. That is silent. Okay, okay. Will a Milwaukee thing plug into like a? Will that have a computer outlet? Like, can I do a computer on that or not? Inverter to the car and extension lead. Yeah, I wish. The problem's going to be I park a fair way away, so that's probably not going to work. So, yeah, if anyone can actually help me with that, let me know. Anchor battery pack. Yeah, but I need it to be able to plug in a computer. Like, I need to run my laptop for a number of hours. It's probably going to require a lot of power. At least we'll get a few hours, I guess, and then we'll go to the phone if that, yeah, like it wouldn't be the best to have to do that, but it might work. Bob with the hat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. And the shekels for helping me. Yeah, jackery. I need to find a jackery. That's what I know. That's what I need. No, my laptop doesn't have USB-C. Not USB-C charging. That'll make it a lot easier. If I could edit, can you get USB-C charging laptops, like little ones? That might be able to be easier. Yeah, little jackery, that's what I need. That is tomorrow's mission, guys. Tomorrow's mission. If anyone in Israel could help me with where I get one of those, please let me know. Convert a fucking exercise bike. Yeah, that's what we need. Fuck. Someone said I did it with PayPal message, but I can't read the message. Chris, could you please email me, bro? My email's in the description of any of my videos, not my lives. But Timothy, Melissa, and Lauren, thank you very, very much for those as well. Jeff York, thank you for your donation. Yes, I was. No, I'm just not there anymore. If you want to chat at some point, I can help you with the power problem for future streams. Yes, Flowmaster, that'd be great, bro. Can you please email me those? The easiest way to get in touch with me. Otherwise, it just gets swamped. Richard, thank you, brother. Really appreciate it. Sorry, ladies and gents, it's just off talking shit. Where is he? I'm back. I'm back. Shashan Shahi. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, brother. I was off talking shit with one of my friends. A lot of the journos are packing up. A few more teams, 2 or 3 more teams have left. There's just 2 of us left. 3 of us left. Still hearing that tank fire. Good night, Ghost 0071. Hope you have a good sleep. But I'm probably not going to stay up too... Oh, how's the weed over there? I don't smoke, Bridged. Probably not going to stay up too late because I want to get up a bit earlier and then go to Tel Aviv. I need to do some errands. I need to drop some stuff off to some guys. And then I need to get a battery for my computer and camera. That would be fucking excellent. I'm sure Amazon is still working here. Like, they must be. So maybe I could just Amazon one. Maybe that's easier. Amazon's the Airbnb, maybe? I've got a couple of friends here too. So the angle here is looking into Gaza. I'm in southern Israel. I have nothing against marijuana at all. Fair enough. You do you. I have nothing against like people using whatever they want, as long as it doesn't affect anyone else. I couldn't give a shit. The next phase will be the ground operation. So far, the IDF has said these are just limited ground operations, but We're expecting the full scale will come in at some point. Oh, it takes weeks? Damn. Well, I'll try and go to a couple of shops tomorrow. What was the brand of the thing I wanted again? A Jekyll? Something like that, isn't it? Jackery. That's it. Jackery. Right. That is the mission tomorrow, to find a jackery. Once we've got the jackery, we're good. Once I've got the jackery, I'll be able to do everything. Can't believe I only thought of that solution today. Eco float. Wait, I'm going to screenshot. Oh, the fan zone is Willie's Wankers, yes, and the PMC is Willie's Wanker Group. Come and join the PMC. What do you reckon, guys? Crichton down? Oh yeah, I'm having some chips. Is there EcoFlow in Thingo? I thought they were way less than $2 grand. If they're $2 grand, maybe the bloody plan is not going to work, but we'll see. I don't have night vision on the other camera, but it's very, anyone who knows these cameras, they're insanely good at night, so it should be a lot better. So I don't think the full-scale Grand Invasion has started. I thought it had. No, not the full scale, definitely hasn't. Okay, more tank fire. Rob, thanks for the shout out to my dad earlier. He's amazed I could send a message here on the front line. To show him his regard that quickly. He's 92 and still plays tennis twice a week. Bro. It's Rob, isn't it? Bob's your dad? Yeah, Rob and Bob. Mate, I hope your dad is doing well. Well, he sounds like an absolute G. Have any Hamas rockets been fired in Israel recently? Not in the past, say, hour or so. No Fox sighting yet. No, not yet. No troops have entered Gaza and they've stayed in there, but as far as the full scale, hasn't yet happened. Last night was intense. I reckon though mid tonight was more. eating a packet of crisps. Yeah. You're going to remember this for the rest of our lives. You're going to remember, like, watching Billy stream while he's eating chips. Yes, I have seen the thermal video of them going in. Home Depot, Auto Depot. Okay, I'll try that. Yeah, would 300 watts charge a phone, camera, and laptop? Someone asked me that. Would 300 watts be enough for a phone, camera, and laptop? Well, I guess my phone can charge off that, off my portable charger. Yeah, crisps is chips. Visor down, thank you, brother. Oh, he didn't ghost. Get a portable power station with solar option. Yeah, that's what I need. But I need it to last me through the night also. If I do that, I should just fucking buy a sleeping bag and just sleep out of here, right? So, it's that hot, I don't bloody need one. I'm going to be back in a second. I'm going to look and see if there's any power points around this building, actually. I could just run a fucking extension lead. Let me have a look. I'll be back. Well, guys, I reckon 15 minutes at 0100. If things aren't happening, I might actually head so I can get a big day tomorrow. Actually, I took a piss while I was there, so piss can update, please. Yeah, maybe I will fix this. Maybe I might head in 15. Can I find those generators online? If you can find someone, send them. If it's trade, are you live streaming the day or night? I'd like to do both, but I just need more time in the day. I just can't with sleep and whatever and travel. I had to edit today, so. Oh shit. Call the Winds. My husband Warren. Hey Warren. He's watching the stream with me and he's monitored several times. He wishes he could get there doing what you're doing. He deployed 9 times to Iraq and Afghanistan between 06 and 14. How did you get into this line of journalism? Firstly, hello, Call the Winds and Warren. Thank you for your fantastic donation. That helps me a lot. I sort of fell into it. I left the military and, you know, I was searching for something that would keep me interested, and I sort of found this that combined sort of everything I'm into. Luckily, it's been successful for me. It could very more easily be unsuccessful for me, but yeah. But you guys make it successful for me, so you know I couldn't do this without your donations, also because everything I'm doing is demonetized. So yeah. Right, at 6 hours, dudes, I'm pulling the pin. Camping chair tomorrow. It's happening. Be back in a second. Best way to email me. Email is in the description of most of my videos. update, not much. We had a lot of fire, but now it seemed to slow right down. Sent you an email. Okay, I'll have a look once that comes through. I do have an issue though. I went to put some stuff in my car and my fob is not working and the car is locked. Uh-oh. That could be fucking good fun, couldn't it? Opinion on hummus. I haven't had any much good hummus here yet. So that could be an issue. Manual key. I'm going to try, but I can't find where I need to put it. I'll be back in a second. Update, all sorted. I just had to pop off the key handle and the keys behind that. I had to fucking jimmy something off and then you can get to the key. It's all good. I think the electronic warfare here is that's what's blocking any of these things. Stefan Van Newkirk, thank you, brother. I really, really appreciate that. Look, legends, we're about to jump off. We're about to get off this stream. It's been long, but it has quietened right down. So, look, I appreciate you guys a hell of a lot. So I'm thinking of heading. The middle of the stream was hectic, but really quieting down now. Anyway, legends, it's your last chance if you'd like to help me, because I'm going to try and update the stream tomorrow, so I'm going to go spend a fair bit of money to do that, do the best job that I can. PayPal link is the best, followed by the super chat. But really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very, very much. I would have kept this going, but it's been fairly quiet now. So I'm going to get home, go to bed, get some rest, and then I need to get to Tel Aviv, run some errands, and then also do try and update this stream a little bit and see what we can actually do. So hopefully tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have a lot better quality. Anyway, legends, remember, best way, like this, also PayPal. Otherwise, thank you guys very much. And I'll see you soon. Wherever you are, have a fantastic day. Good night. Right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Good evening, I'm Amna Nawaz.
And I'm Jeff Bennett. On the NewsHour tonight, mass shootings killed at least 18 people, and a massive manhunt rattles Lewiston, Maine.
Israeli forces conduct a raid into Gaza in preparation for a ground invasion as the UN strains to shelter more than 600,000 displaced Palestinians.
And childcare remains a major barrier to millions of people needing to appear in court over low-level offenses.
People assume folks are missing court because they're trying to evade justice or evade prosecution, but oftentimes there's things that are happening in people's lives that are preventing them from showing up to court.
Major funding for the PBS NewsHour has been provided by
Pediatric surgeon, volunteer, topiary artist, a Raymond James financial advisor, tailors advice to help you live your life. Life well planned.
the Candida Fund, committed to advancing restorative justice and meaningful work through investments in transformative leaders and ideas. More at candidafund.org. Carnegie Corporation of New York, supporting innovations in education, democratic engagement, and the advancement of international peace and security at carnegie.org. And with the ongoing support of these individuals and institutions. This program was made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Welcome to the NewsHour. Lewiston, Maine is the latest community to suffer devastating losses from mass shootings after a gunman killed at least 18 people and injured 13 others last night.
The suspect remains at large, and hundreds of officers are looking for him in a major manhunt. The shootings are the worst mass killing in the country this year, and authorities have warned that the death toll could climb. Laura Barone-Lopez reports from Lewiston.
Nearly 24 hours after a man opened fire with an AR-15-style rifle at a bowling alley and restaurant in Lewiston, Maine, the sprawling manhunt is growing for the shooter. Police say 40-year-old Robert Card is a person of interest and remains armed and dangerous. Investigators are still trying to piece together what happened, and many questions remain.
Several of the deceased have been identified, and their families, next of kin, have been notified. Approximately 8 people at this point have been identified. 10 of these victims still need to be identified at this time.
Maine's Governor Janet Mills said it was a dark day for her state.
This city did not deserve this terrible assault on its citizens, on its peace of mind, on its sense of security.
Just before 7 p.m. last night, that assault began inside the Just-in-Time Bowling Center, sending people scrambling for safety, including this man named Brandon, who says he first thought he heard balloons popping.
I had my back turned to the door. And as soon as I turned and saw that it was not a balloon, he was holding a weapon, I just booked it down the lane, and I slid basically into where the pins are and climbed up in the machine and was on top of the machines for about 10 minutes until the cops got there.
10-year-old Zoe Levesque was also there with her mother and was grazed by a bullet.
Just like shocking, like it's something that you'd think would never happen. I never thought I'd grow up and get a bullet in my leg. Why? Like, why do people do this?
Police say not long after that, the gunman went to Shemengi's Bar and Grill and opened fire. As news broke last night, the restaurant posted on Facebook, "My heart is crushed. I am at a loss for words. In a split second, your world gets turned upside down for no good reason." Police released a photo of an SUV parked in a nearby town that they called a vehicle of interest. Early this morning, authorities issued more shelter-in-place advisories, not just for Lewiston, but also in the nearby towns of Lisbon and Bowdoin. Several schools in the area were also closed due to the manhunt, and many residents like 21-year-old Campbell McKendry, a senior at Bates College in Lewiston, are still trying to make sense of what happened. How are you feeling right now as you're still sheltering in place with your roommates?
I think people really haven't processed what's going on. I mean, at the moment, 18 people are dead, which is just unfathomable in such a small and tight-knit community like Lewiston. And I know that the loss that happened last night will be felt here for years, if not decades to come.
McKendry lives only 5 minutes from the bowling alley and says she'd often go with friends to hang out and relax there.
And it's just so devastating and so upsetting that that's been taken away from the Bates community and the Lewiston community by the actions of one person.
Our reality for today is that this suspect is still at large.
Police said more than 350 state and federal law enforcement personnel are looking for Robert Card, who is said to be a firearms instructor and a member of the U.S. Army Reserve. According to multiple reports, Card was believed to have made threats to shoot up a nearby military base and had been committed to a mental health facility for 2 weeks this summer. Authorities would not confirm that this morning, focusing instead on the survivors and victims.
We want to provide community support for the victims, for the families, in the communities across the state. But we also have an incredibly strong, laser-like focus on bringing this suspect into custody and ultimately to justice.
But many here are frustrated that they're not getting resources and answers fast enough.
There's no words to describe how you feel.
We met a woman named Sarah who has lived in Lewiston for 32 years. Last night, she'd been at the bowling alley with her daughter and says the third grader saw 2 people get shot.
I want counseling, but there's no services here right now. We're looking for services to get her counseling.
Wednesday's death toll is especially staggering for a state that only had 29 homicides in all of 2022.
People here are upset and angry about what they say is a lack of communication from local authorities about their loved ones and how to get help. Amna?
Laura, we heard officials there saying that they're still working to identify some of the victims in this latest mass shooting in America. You did speak with someone who lost family members, though. Tell us what they said.
That's right, Amna. I spoke to Rob Young, who's originally from Maine. He was heading here from Baltimore this morning on a flight to be next to his sister-in-law's side. And he found out that his brother, Bill Young, and his nephew, Aaron Young, respectively 43 years old and 14 years old, were killed at the bowling alley, just-in-time bowling alley that's just down the road behind me last night. And he said that this stuff just doesn't happen in Maine, that his sister-in-law is destroyed, that she was given false hope by state authorities because for hours on end she had been told that no kids had died, and then found out later this afternoon that her son, 14-year-old Aaron, had died. And we haven't heard back from state authorities about that, Amna.
Just another heartbreaking story on the ground there. Laura, you spoke to so many people, including the student we heard from there, Campbell McKendry, who said it was unfathomable something like this would happen in her community. What else did she tell you about what the experience has been like?
Campbell had heard police sirens and helicopters for hours last night as she sheltered in place, Amna. And this is something that has become all too familiar for her family. Her parents have been texting her nonstop, asking her if she was safe. And this is something that they also experienced earlier this year when their other daughter, who goes to Colby College, that's just a few miles north of Lewiston, was at a party where a shooting occurred. So this is something that her family has experienced twice in just 1 year, Amna.
It is Laura Barone-Lopez reporting from Lewiston, Maine, the latest American community affected by a mass shooting. Laura, thank you.
Thank you.
In the day's other headlines, the U.S. economy had a robust third quarter, showing resilience despite inflation and recession fears. The Commerce Department reports growth ran at a 4.9% annual rate from July through September. The rise was largely driven by increased consumer spending on everything from cars to restaurant meals. It was the quickest pace of growth in nearly 2 years, but economists expect a slowdown in the current quarter. A strike by Canadian workers has paralyzed the vital St. Lawrence Seaway linking the Great Lakes to the Atlantic. Some 360 union members in Ontario and Quebec walked off the job Sunday demanding higher pay. The strike has closed 13 locks between Lake Erie and Montreal. Port officials estimate they're losing millions of dollars each day.
It's a big deal. I mean, the St. Lawrence Seaway system as a whole, so far this year, has brought in over $16 billion of commerce. And that commerce affects the steel industry, the transportation and construction industry.
It's the first time a strike has brought the St. Lawrence Seaway to a standstill since 1968. Members of the United Auto Workers have started returning to work at Ford after nearly 6 weeks on strike. The two sides announced a tentative agreement last night, including a 25% general wage increase. The other big Detroit automakers, General Motors and Stellantis, are still negotiating. In Mexico, the scope of the Hurricane Otis disaster came into focus today as officials confirmed 27 deaths and widespread destruction. The Category 5 storm hit the Pacific resort of Acapulco on Tuesday night with winds of 165 miles an hour. Cell phone footage showed hotels left with gaping holes where windows had been and flooding that spread across miles. People waded through mud and debris, trying to find supplies, desperate for help.
The house is roofless. Our house was a total loss. My mattresses, my papers, my children's, my grandchildren's, everything is gone.
Mexico's president made it into Acapulco late last night. He said every power line in the storm zone is down and the local water system isn't running. Some 10,000 troops have been sent to aid in the recovery. China's foreign minister opened a visit to Washington today, with the U.S. pushing Beijing to play a positive role in the wars in Ukraine and in the Middle East. Wang Yi was meeting with Secretary of State Tony Blinken and others. It could set up a meeting between President Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping next month in San Francisco. The government of Pakistan has started setting up deportation centers in a crackdown on illegal immigration. Officials served notice today they'll start arresting people on November 1st. Those at risk include an estimated 1.7 million Afghans.
I'm warning those people who are living here illegally that they should leave voluntarily before we start deporting them forcefully. We have identified the areas, and we know in which parts of Pakistan's cities, towns, and villages they are living. We have complete details of each and everything.
In response, tens of thousands of people in the southwestern town of Shaman protested today. Some complained the crackdown will disrupt daily cross-border travel that's gone on for decades. In a New York federal courthouse, FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried testified today that lawyers played a vital role in the key decisions at the bankrupt cryptocurrency exchange. He's accused of criminal fraud. Bankman-Fried testified without the jury present today, so the judge can decide which parts the panel will ultimately hear. Congressman Jamal Bowman has pleaded guilty to pulling a fire alarm in a House office building last month. The New York Democrat will pay a $1,000 fine for the misdemeanor and formally apologize to Capitol Police. He told reporters today, quote, "I really regret that this caused so much confusion and that people had to evacuate." Bowman has said he pulled the alarm by mistake. Republicans say he did it to delay a vote on a government funding bill. And on Wall Street, worries about interest rates and corporate profits kept stocks on the run. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 251 points to close at 32,784. The Nasdaq lost 225 points. The S&P 500 was down more than 1%. Still to come on the NewsHour, the House of Representatives finally gets back to work with a new speaker. Georgia is ordered to redraw discriminatory voting maps while North Carolina approves maps that tilt Republican. And an artist turns her work into love letters to her husband, fading into the fog of Alzheimer's.
This is the PBS NewsHour from WETA Studios in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.
The Gaza Health Ministry, run by Hamas, today released 200-plus pages listing those killed since Israel began its retaliatory air campaign after the October 7th terror attacks. On the list, more than 7,000 people, nearly 3,000 of whom were children. This, an apparent response to President Biden's remarks yesterday doubting the official toll numbers in Gaza. Inside Gaza today, the United Nations warned it's on a humanitarian precipice. Nick Schifrin speaks to a United Nations official and reports on Israel's plans for its expected ground offensive.
It's not an invasion, but the largest Israeli incursion into Gaza yet. Tanks crossed into Gaza early this morning, as seen in this Israeli Defense Forces video, to, quote, prepare the battlefield. But Israel is still preparing and debating its own plans for the coming ground offensive. And today, War Cabinet member, opposition leader, and former Israel Defense Forces Chief of Staff Benny Gantz warn of a long war.
The maneuver is only one stage in a long-term process that includes security, political, and social aspects that will last for years.
Complicating Israel's mission, more than 220 hostages held by Hamas, only 4 of whom have been released. Hamas vows to release all of them if Israel stops the bombing. Iran's Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdullahian reiterated today in New York.
Hamas is ready to release civilian prisoners. On the other hand, the world should support the release of 6,000 Palestinians held in Israeli prisons.
Iran helps fund the record number of rockets fired into Israel from Gaza, like this direct hit today into a residential building in Petah Tikva. In Gaza, the direct hits are relentless. Today, Israel launched more than 250 airstrikes and said it killed the co-planner of the October 7th terrorist attacks. Senior Hamas officials live within and fire from residential neighborhoods. Israeli airstrikes have destroyed about 1 out of every 20 Gazan buildings in one of the densest parts of the planet. Northern Gaza's Beit Hanun before and after the airstrikes. Beit Hanun's Izbat neighborhood before and after. And Al-Karama before and after. 2,000 miles away in Brussels, the European Union today called for humanitarian corridors and pauses to speed the immediate delivery of humanitarian aid.
In the coming days, it's very difficult if we didn't get any fuel in this hospital.
Dr. Nadal Abed is an orthopedic surgeon affiliated with Doctors Without Borders in North Gaza's Al-Quds hospital, which said it received an Israeli evacuation order this week.
We don't have the capacity to do normal work. We operated the patient on the ground. Some patients left to die in these. It was a very difficult situation. And this event actually